What's up, guys? Before we get into this what if, I looked at my analytics. 85% of you guys are not subscribed watching my videos. Like, I don't want to pressure you into subscribing, but like, if you like the channel and you really want to, please subscribe. Like, if you want notifications and all that, please subscribe. Like I said, please like and subscribe to the video. I don't want to pressure you or anything like that. If you feel like it's worth it, subscribe. Please. Anyway, let's get into the what if. We start this what if off with Gon and Killua leaving Heaven's Arena and arriving on Whale Island. The main reason for this visit is to recuperate, as well as showing Aunt Mito Gon's hunter license and introducing her to Killua and vice versa. They spend some time there actually enjoying it. Gon's actually playing around with Killua like he's a kid again. This brings up old feelings and memories of himself originally. Memories that he hasn't felt in a while because he's been so focused on getting stronger to kill her, Neferpito. After this time of bliss, Gon realizes won't last forever if he fails. They then leave Whale Island on their quest to York New City. After arriving in York New, they get a hotel, then contact Loyorio. They don't actually go to get the money for the Greed Island because Gon realizes that they don't need the money. All they have to do is qualify, which they should be able to, with Killua at this point already having his Hatsu and only working on improving it as well as increasing his aura reserves. Anyway, they spend a couple days just waiting and hanging out with Leorio, catching up on what's happening in the past year. And they actually contact Kurapika too. One night, Gon actually leaves the two sleeping inside the room. This is when we cut to Kurapika arriving in front of the Phantom Troop, annihilating the Shadow Beast from the Mafia families. Uvagan actually shows his spider tattoo after using his Big Bang impact. Everything's the same as in the original book, with one major difference. On one of those cliffs at the top, we see Gon sitting on top of it, watching the entire situation and how it unfolds. Not interacting at this point, just keeping his distance and seeing what's happening. During this time, Kurapika uses his chains to kidnap Uvagan and take him inside the car and speed off. This is when Gon makes his move, following the car from a distance away, along with the rest of the Phantom Troop members following the car before being intercepted by Owl and forced to stop. After being intercepted, Gon makes his move, breaking in through the back window onto the car and sits down, shocking the bodyguards, them getting ready to pull their weapons. But with Gon actually stopping them and saying hi to Killua, who's in absolute shock that his friend just broke through their back window. Kurapika asks Gon what he's doing there, and Gon says nothing. He says, "Wait till we're safe and I'll tell you." This is when Gon and Uvagan eye each other down. Uvagan realizes that although he might seem like a kid, he's a master enhancer, which really interests Uvagan, his fighting spirit. After arriving back at the hotel, this is when Gon tells Kurapika that he's not going to let him do this alone, that revenge will destroy him if he does it alone. He doesn't try and stop Kurapika's revenge, but he wants Kurapika to know that he's not alone in seeking for revenge. That with Gon being his friend, that he'll always help him no matter what. He won't abandon him, so he never has to feel like he's alone. Like inside the Dark Continent, the next time we see Kurapika, we realize that him killing Uvogin changed him. You can tell inside his demeanor and everything that he feels empty. He doesn't really feel anything after killing him. And Gon realizes that, and he knows that the reason Kurapika feels that is because how dirty he got his hands by killing him. So this is why Gon came to remind Kurapika. After Kurapika meets up with Hisoka, this is when Uvogin makes his chance to escape, with the head bodyguard calling the mafia and the troop members showing up instead, killing the head bodyguard and releasing Uvogin, who's absolutely livid at this point. He is incredibly angry. He got tied up in chains, punched in the face, and for some reason there was some weird little kid there, so he doesn't know what's happening. All he knows is that he's angry, and he tells the Phantom Troops about the chain user. He doesn't really mention Gon because he realizes that he's not really a top priority. Although he might be interested in the fight, he's just too angry to think about a fight right now. All that's on his mind is killing Kurapika. After going through the hotels owned by the Nostrad family, Uvogin meets up with Kurapika, and then they had to make their way to the desert to have their fight. Gon was actually in that room, but he decided to leave, letting Kurapika do this on his own because he realizes that he had to. He had to kill this member by himself. Anyway, after arriving in the desert, although Gon seems as if he left, he didn't actually leave. He actually trailed them, and he's watching over them from the valley, with Kurapika finally able to kill Uvogin, who does not give up any information because of his loyalty to the troop and undying willpower, choosing death before settling out his comrades. With Kurapika here broken, not realizing what to do, but realizing what he just did and how dirty he feels. Right when Kurapika starts digging the grave for Uvogin, Gon makes his way down and grabs the shovel out of his hands, telling Kurapika that he's not alone, that he doesn't have to do this alone, that he'll be there for him when he's needed, because they are friends, and that's what friends do for each other. And that's the end of this part for now. Like I said, like and subscribe. The next part should be here in like 2 days. I'm gonna post it in 2 days. The part 2 of the Tournament of Power for the Dragon Ball Super, the Dragon Ball Z What If. I'm going to post that tomorrow. This should be out on the next part for this should be out on the 14th. So look out for this and possibly subscribe so you know when it's coming. Thank you and goodbye.